What up, guys? Welcome to the GSL. Tasteless and Artosis here, bringing you some StarCraft 2 action. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, Tasteless. I'm excited. We had some really good games yesterday and some absolutely god-awful games yesterday. Today, sure to be a mix of the two as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Nesty playing
Let's
a terrible
never talk
game.
about it again.
Nesty actually dressed up in a Civil War outfit, got his three-pointed hat on, okay, loaded the musket, and shot himself in the stomach. That's actually what happened. Couldn't believe my eyes. I never thought I'd see a day where Nesty played so poorly. It's too bad.
It was pretty bad. But today, Tasteless, we have our last two Protosses playing, and then a whole bunch of Terrans. 5 Terrans going to play today. One guy has been removed from the tournament. We'll talk about that later, though, at the beginning of Group 2. But yeah, it's going to be a fun day, man. PVT is a really fun matchup right now.
It is. It's grown so much. We've learned so much about it, especially when you watch players like Killer play. He is so sort of withdrawn, defending, patient. It's interesting to see these new styles pan out.
Oh, absolutely, man. And yesterday we did have Oz advance. Killer, unfortunately, did not. But Oz is our lone Protoss in that top round. As for Zerg, we have definitely Leenock and... Was there another Zerg? I don't think so.
Don't do this to me, Artosis. I actually don't know off the top of my head. I should know, but I don't.
It's hard to remember everything all at once. But I'm just trying to... No, I think that we have just one Zerg and one Protoss up there so far. Yeah. So hopefully we can get some more up there today.
Yeah, I hope so. Our starting match will be SC against MC. MC, of course, one of the best Protoss players of all time. SC, one of the best Terran players of all time. So it should be an exciting
SC is a player
match
that a few months ago was definitely in my top 5 Terran list. Right now, not quite there, but still a very good Terran.
Yeah, he's kind of fallen off the bandwagon a little bit.
He actually had his lung collapse not 1 but 2 times. That is actually insane. Like, I hear that it's quite painful.
I hear it feels like there's like a cement truck on your chest.
I bet you that's
incredible
it,
pressure.
But yeah, he had to disappear for a bit, which is total suckage. But here he is. He's back, and last time we saw him play, he did play well. He did some cheesy stuff. He did like a crazy bad all-in and won one of his games. And the other game, he played pretty good. But here we go. We had MMA and Leenock advance. Huck and Nesty will fall down to Code A round 3. That group not going exactly how people saw it. Leenock was the one I think everyone is a little surprised to see advance, but he played well. And I got to say, him versus MMA was actually quite a nice match.
Leenock actually voted the least likely to get out of that group.
Yeah.
So kind of a shocker there to see him kick so much ass.
Yeah.
Well, he really dominated.
Yeah, Leenock is a player that, you may not expect him to do as well as some of the big famous names, but he's going to be one of the big famous names, so you can never, ever count him out.
It's funny because he had such bad luck early on in GSLs. He was always getting, the hardest possible opponents. He made for some great games, but, it's cool to see him actually getting this far now. And, of course, the Group B results alive, and Oz moving out, Killer and Happy. Sadly, going down with an 0-2.
Yeah, he was not very happy about that, Tasteless.
No, he wasn't.
But he definitely got outplayed in that group by quite a few players. Now, Alive and Oz going up is really cool. Oz is actually, I think, probably the smartest Protoss vs. Terran player right now.
I think you might be right.
I watch his play, I'm like, wow, you get things that other people do not get. Like, Killer and Huck are sick good at that matchup right now, but Oz shows, a slightly different understanding.
His style is a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, he's pretty clean. He knows how to actually recover properly. He gets some really great unit compositions. He does amazingly good in smart pressures. I am a big Oz fan right now. And Alive, of course, we've been talking about him for a while as being one of these practice bones. Everyone's afraid of him on the Korean ladder. In practice, people want to practice with him because he's so good. But he didn't really do much before. He was just kind of stuck round of 32-ish.
Right.
Here he is, though, round of 8, really playing quite well. Strong cheese against Killer. And then that game against Oz, very, very close.
Yeah. It was a great game. Now, MC, what I'm curious about with this guy is he changed his style up a little bit. I think he was a little bit too timing attack oriented.
Oh, MC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good every once in a while, but, when people figure out that you're just going to do a timing attack.
He did a lot of those. He was so risky before, and he still plays with some risks. It's smart to do, but He's expanded his arsenal a bit.
Look at how relaxed MC looks right now.
Yeah, this guy has played, so many.
He looks harmless. He looks like one of the Cabbage Patch Kids right now, but he is definitely not that, Artosis.
Oh my! Did you have any Cabbage Patch Kids?
I didn't.
I had one.
I didn't.
I think they were for girls, but I had one.
You are you serious?
I had a Cabbage Patch.
I was
Kid.
asking myself in the back of my head. I'm like, I don't think.
I'm pretty sure I had one, man. I have memories of Cabbage Patch Kids.
Really? You had like a Raggedy Ann doll too, and a My Little
I think
Pony.
I may have had a Raggedy
Malibu
Andy.
Barbie.
No, I didn't have Barbies. There's nothing wrong with having a Cabbage Patch Kid as a little boy.
All right. You turned out fine.
I did.
Over here we have SC. Now he is blowing on his hands because you actually do need to keep your hands warm when you play.
Yeah,
that's
really
not
do.
a joke. I know we joke around here a lot.
No,
but
your
that's,
hands
that's
need to be
actually
nimble,
not.
man.
Yeah.
Hands be nimble, hands be quick. Hands heat them up on a candlestick.
Hands jump over candlesticks. Burn hands onto candlesticks. SC is, I don't know how to describe his PvT style, but our TVP style, but his TVZ style has got this relentless, endless parade push that just does not end. We haven't seen a lot of him TVP. We've seen a little bit. But
Yeah,
TVZ,
not as
I think,
much.
is where we think of
Yeah,
him.
TVZ is the matchup that SC has really become quite famous for.
Yeah.
Being one of the big badasses of that match. So I'm excited to see his TVP here. The map is going to be Tal'Darim Altar. A good map for TVP. It's a map that we see a lot of long games on, but also you can do some pretty sick rushes because there's no small choke points.
And this is a map where both races can cheese each other.
Yes.
They could just cheese the guy out right away. So
Absolutely.
MC and SC, another battle of the alphabets here at the GSL.
And MVP. MVP SC and OGS MC. It's like actually insanely hard to say.
We have to see how many words we could spell with
What are
those
they playing,
IDs.
Tasteless? TVP.
Oh my God.
Where? On GOMTV. With who? TASTELESS.
ANDARTOSIS.
That's it.
All right.
We'll just.
All right, have we murdered that joke yet?
I think so.
The horse is dead and we kept beating it. It's now turned into oatmeal. The horse
It's turned
has
into
been
glue
so long.
at this point, man. We're putting
It's just turned to glue. Like that horse in the Orwell book. All right. MC against SC here in the GSL Codas. Let's see who's going to move on. MC, I would say, is the favorite, but he's fallen off a little bit. SC, after a collapse, slung back. Welcome back, SC. Good luck to you. You're going to need it when playing against somebody as good as the Kratos Protoss. Over here in the bottom right, we have the Obama toss.
This MC.
Ooh. I like the way he said that one.
That's spooky.
MC. How was it? Is that good?
That was good. That was good, Tasteless. You should be the voice actor for these.
I should. I need to talk to our producer. There's like no reason for me to introduce the voices, then I could just say it, but all right. Over here in the upper left.
MVP SC.
See, Nate, that wasn't as good. I wasn't impressed with that one.
Well, there's
It was
a little
like
bit of a
SC.
lisp on that.
Yeah,
S.
a little bit of a lisp.
SC.
It was like a snake that had a lisp of saying it. Okay, now take a look at this. This is interesting. 35.4% of the people predicted MC would advance from this group. Only 21% picked MC, or SC, excuse me. This is going to be difficult to cast.
It is actually going to be difficult to cast. That's all right, though.
This is just a one-letter difference between these two IDs.
Now, MC going to go ahead and scout after a gate. It looks like SC. Is he actually going to go for a gas or not, or just the one barracks expand? You know, I tend to think with the placement that it could be going for just the one barracks expand, but we will see. Everyone has their own little style. We do see this probe scouting, though, and it's scouting after gateway. And if you scout after gateway on a big four-player map, then if they're in the last spot that you scout, you're not going to see anything except a Marine or two. So, you know, it's kind of for me a weird time for Protoss to scout. A lot of people do it, but it's a four-player map. You want to see something or don't you?
I don't know why they would scout late like that. If you're going to scout later, scout even later than that.
I'd rather,
you know,
that's
like
the way
just
I look
find
at
the
it.
wall in and then turn around.
It's like what do you save doing a gate scout as opposed to a pylon scout? Like 15 minerals or something, 20 minerals maybe. I'd pay that 20 minerals to get that scouting done.
Okay, here comes the probe, and then exactly what Artosis said is correct here. The probe can't get in, so
you got to scout real quick.
Now he's in the dark. So right now, MC not off to a good start, I think.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of sad for Protoss not to be able to know exactly what Terran is doing. You have to do kind of a more broad-based build, or just take a risk, which, of course, with MC has more times than not paid off. And it looks like his build is actually going to be Creator's Expand, just a couple of chrono-boosted Stalkers with a single Zealot, put maybe some light pressure on, and make a Nexus. Very safe way to one gateway expand nowadays, especially in these spots.
Yep, SC is now invested into the late game, so he's not going to cheese at all. He's saying he's confident in a long, a dramatic one-on-one here. Should be pretty cool.
Well, it does look like that probe's coming out to expand Tasteless. So this is going to be looking pretty normal for a little bit. So Tasteless,
talk to me.
Why don't you go ahead and ask me a question? I'm going to put this on you because I hate it when I have to ask a question because I'm not any good at it. I always ask those questions you hate. You know, like, Tasteless, would you rather let a baby fall off a bridge or kick a puppy?
Oh, baby off the bridge. All right, now my question. Let's see here. What can I ask you, Artosis? What is your take on volcanoes?
I love volcanoes.
Awesome. Volcanoes are pretty badass.
They are pretty badass, man. Volcanoes in glacial areas, awesome. Totally awesome.
I want to go visit a volcano sometime soon.
Oh, yeah.
Watch, it'd be like Mario down there, like
an actual
jumping over fireballs.
Now, we do have 5 barracks going up for SC, so he's actually doing the super powering build of Terran, where you get no gas, you just way power up on barracks. We'll definitely see some sort of pressure off of him. In the meantime, SC just going for a 3-gate, and he's going to have to make units pretty much non-stop to be able to hold this attack off.
SCB ready.
Yeah, now MC should be able to hold this, but
yeah,
you never know. I mean, if you miscontrol 1 or 2 Stalkers here, or not quite prepared, you can lose. They are in cross spots, so it's a pretty long distance to travel.
Yeah, it certainly is. And, you know, with Stalkers, if he has superb micro, he can really abuse any Marines coming in. So we will see how good MC's micro is. But, you know, he's got to be careful. You've got to make enough units so that when this Marine attack comes, you do not get killed. And still SC not going for a gas. I'm actually beginning to wonder here. He's getting a lot of Marines here, Tasteless.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Now, MC, this is very MC-esque. He's making the pylon outside of his opponent's base already. He may be going for a pressure build. He may be going for a timing attack. It's a very rare thing when we see MC not do a timing attack.
Well, he is getting a Twilight Council. So, IMO, he's going to go for pretty standard play here. A lot of Marines coming out, but that's a lot of Stalkers, Tasteless, and those Marines could take a ton of damage here. SC, with his first poke, his first little prod, not doing all that well.
Now remember, guys, Stalkers can really out-micro themselves against Marines, so...
Yeah, you got to be really sharp on that micro, though. And, oh, he's already lost a couple of them.
Yeah, he's not controlling his army right.
You know, we saw, I believe it was Oz yesterday, with just superb Stalker micro against a little Marine attack similar to this.
Yeah, you know, White Rock comes to mind as well when I think of great Stalker control.
Well, he has a couple damaged ones. Oh.
I don't know why he's not moving the damaged ones to the back.
Yeah, you definitely need to do that. These Marines getting pretty aggressive. Gases are going up for SC at this point, 3 of them, in fact. But MC has got to keep this micro up. He doesn't want to lose too many. Trading minerals for the gas-heavy Stalkers, and for Marines for Stalkers, is a pretty good trade.
You know, it's a lot of this just MC against himself with his own control. I mean, those Marines are on an attack move.
You know, it is pretty hard to actually control these Stalkers against
It is.
The way he's doing it is kind of the way mine oftentimes looks when this attack is coming for me, Tasteless.
When you're microwave back and you're still losing Stalkers,
yeah.
You probably should have just gone home and defended.
Yeah. Well, we have a Robo and Blink on the way for MC as he goes home. Looks like we're not going to see any full attack coming out for SC. But MC's going to have to tech up immediately into something that does splash damage, and that's going to be a Colossus. You know, he's already got his 4 gases up. He's getting Blink so he can just kind of micro these Stalkers better against the Marines. But he's got to get Colossus out pretty quickly. And in fact, he's going for Charge right away, which is kind of interesting because Charge against like super duper mass bio is not always what you want to see. You know, so
really?
You really want to... I mean, obviously you're going to need charge eventually, but right now, seeing that many Marines, I feel like MC really needs to rush up into splash damage. It's going to be, the blink obviously going to help a lot, but splash damage is what's really going to punish these Marines.
Now I'm surprised to see is actually attacking here, but it looks like it might actually prove to be incredibly effective. And goodbye, Robo Bay.
And these Stalkers, it's got to blink them very, very well right now. And the Marines kind of getting all split up, just holding back, trying to kill off some probes here with another group of Marines. And it looks like the Stalkers are going to be micro just fine. The Marines doing some damage. In fact, he did kill a good amount of workers, Stasis. Killed 11. Of course, Blink, very good against Marines with no upgrades.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Although that attack was somewhat effective, I'm surprised to see SC actually move out like that.
Yeah, I felt like he was going to save that a bit more, but he might have been thinking, he's going to go into splash damage. And that's if you go right up to Colossus, those Marines not going to be so useful.
Right.
So, I kind of understand his side of that, the way he decided to go about that. In the meantime, SC does have another orbital. He has his reactor at starport. We see right now a Templar Archives going up for MC. Looks like he's just going to take up into something pretty normal. He's going for his upgrades, going to take a third base. Everything's looking pretty good, actually. I do like MC's position. Even though he's down supply a little bit, he's getting all sorts of tech, good upgrades. He's already killed off that first army, not taking too much damage.
Yeah, MC's looking pretty good. Pretty slick play so far. Psystorm on the way, and of course that's incredibly useful against Bio. Do we have a Ghost Academy at Beatertosis?
No, he's not started Ghost Academy quite yet here. Definitely something he should be thinking about pretty soon, though. But he is already getting that armory so that he can go ahead and get his upgrades really rolling. That's something all Terrans are going to have to start doing is pretty much every Protoss in the world right now is going double forge reasonably early.
Yeah, I mean, double forge is just such a strong build. It allows your tier 1 units to not just melt when you engage a Terran.
Very, very true. Little stim there. Only a single medevac out for SC right now. Well, it is. Looks like we have 1-1 upgrades done for MC, 1-1 about to finish for SC. And there are a couple High Templars out. Psystorm going to finish before any attack does land. And with no ghosts, that is going to be absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I think SC may have stuck on all this tier 1 stuff for a little bit too long. Ghost Academy just now starting. He does have his army in the middle of the map now.
Well, that's something that can happen when you go 5 barracks before gas and really pump out a lot of Marines. When the Protoss gets up to splash damage, you are going to be late on your tech. And that it makes it very hard. But here we go.
Oh, nice.
That is quite a large attack. SC caught out in the middle of the map with not nearly enough units right now.
Surprised he didn't blink under that. There we go.
Nice blink right there. And SC might have to stim again to actually get home. And in fact, he will. Nice little blink up there, picking off at least a little bit more. And as SC gets home, he has plenty of units to hold that off. But that was a little bit dangerous. SC, even though he has 3 bases and he's doing well, I mean, he is up in supply still. MC controlling a lot of the flow of this game right now.
Yeah, he is actually just doing so well. He's moving up here now, taking out this depot. Will he go for the orbital? I don't know if it's actually a good idea. It's hard to say. The armies are fairly even. The angle here is a little bit better for the Terran. Oh my god, beautiful.
Wow, very good Psystorm right there. And if MC can get one more good storm off here, and that's pretty good. And another one as well, but he's going to have to get those Stalkers out of there. Does not want to actually fight against the very red Marauders.
Basically, when all of your Zealots die, you need to turn around.
Yeah, if you run out of force field energy or your Zealots die, those are like, anytime those things happen, man, you got to get out of there. But oh my god, MC, be careful. Takes a little bit of damage, but can blink out. By the way, he is adding 4 more gates right now, so his macro really staying up to par. I am liking the new improved MC, man.
Well, it's much cleaner.
Yes.
And it's much more sensible. I believe we have a warp prism out on the map, actually.
Yeah, we do. Doesn't have anything in it yet, but he's going to fly around, try to harass that a little bit. He is going for 3-3 upgrades as well. Whereas we have 2-2 on the way for SC, but 3-3 is going to finish before 2-2 is even done.
Wow.
As long as he continues to chrono boost, that is. So that is a pretty big deal by MC to have such an upgrade lead And if you look at the supply, it's about similar.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It's about
similar. It's about similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the game's been pretty even so far. No major blows, no major exchanges. We did see those Marines move out early on and get the Robo Bay, but still not too much of an impact on this game.
We're going to see some Warp Prism drop harassment pretty quickly here. Observers set around the map to try to figure out exactly what's going on. Little scan to see the army composition right there. Some Immortals are joining the fray, as well as some Archons.
Uh-oh, he's got to be careful here. He, like, warps in a Stalker and saves the day.
And the Zealot's going to go up and harass a little bit on these SCVs. A nice little move. And, that's... I'm not going to get anything warped in there, MC.
I know, right?
Zealot's not doing a ton of damage, but still doing all right. In the meantime, MC is taking a 4th base while setting up this little diversion down at the 6 o'clock location. His army composition looking pretty good, but this is an army that's weak to EMPs. If he grabs those High Templars, I was going to say snipe, but that's also an ability. Well, if he snipes them or EMPs them, Tasteless, I guess, or snipes them with EMP, this army is not going to be that hot, but he does have 3-3 almost done here, just as 2-2 is finishing up.
All right, we might have an engagement here. He needs to get some storms off.
And,
my
there
God.
you go. Those are the EMPs.
Oh, MC, no.
Yeah, and MC played a very nice game, but that was not a good engagement whatsoever. Now MC's army has been just slaughtered off, Tasteless. It's 146 to 186 supply. They're trying to warp in units at home, but if there's more EMPs, SC may be able to go up and deal even more damage.
Well, yeah, there's also the opportunity for SC to actually just try to take out the far right base over there, or EMP and just go into the main entrance. There's a lot of things you can do right now. Right now, MC definitely on the ropes.
Yeah, he really is. If you're going to go for only High Templars, you have to be flying around with a Warp Prism as well. You can't let them get EMP'd. So that's definitely an issue that we've seen here from MC. That's one of the big reasons why he's behind right now. If you are not actually going to get Colossus, you have to be careful about that. And here we go. Oh my God, that is a lot of units. Does he have any Psy Storms? The Zealots are going to evaporate way too quickly here.
Actually, the Psy Storm's missing here.
I don't know if he has enough.
This may be the end of MC in this game at least.
Yes, it certainly could be. And it looks like SC might be able to just pound through here. All his units are pretty deep red, though. And MC may barely live here to fight again another day. We will see in a second that Archon going to do huge amounts of damage, but no, just barely not enough. Still so many red Marauders looking like they are going to hold on.
Wow, well, he's going to get rid of the Robo. I think this is GG here. He has actually gotten too far in there. He was producing the whole time. SC keeping his money very low. He will take out the Nexus, and that is that.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games that is going to frustrate any Protoss player if they end up playing a game like this, Tasteless. MC played very well and then made one big mistake. If you're going to go only High Templar, you really have to carry them around Warp Prisms, make sure they don't get all EMP'd. The fact that they all got EMP'd and then he had a battle, of course you can't win that. You need splash damage.
Very nice loading up over here. And he is just keeping this Nightmare alive right now at MC's base. Picking up, pulling out at the very last possible second. As you can see, he's just going to be able to regroup with his army. And you know what's so funny about this? This looks like SC in a TVZ. Look at that blue line on the map. Just going down towards the middle right.
Yeah, he's got some really good macro, man. No doubt about that. MC, still has some mining bases, but his supply is down by 26 right now. And this base is not long for this world, Tasteless. MC,
and you can see MC thought about saving it and then realized, nah.
Yeah, the thing is, if he goes down there, then SC picks up and goes into his main base. And then what does he do? The game is over. So this is like a game of chess where SC has 3 queens.
Or it could be a game with Zerg.
Yeah, could be a game.
He has 3 queens there,
or
too.
Or it could be a game of StarCraft 2 with medevacs. Where he has like 7 medevacs.
Maybe we have like a medevac monarchy. Patriarchy.
Well, looks like
MC got totally outclassed this game.
Well,
I think it all goes back to that one EMP.
Yeah, it was definitely that EMP. It was, he's actually played a very good game. He got his upgrades on good timings. He had a good number of bases. In fact, another base over the Terran. He had good macro. He had pretty good unit composition overall. Normally, for the ultimate composition, you want some Colossus in there as well to really make them go Vikings and Ghosts. And I mean, Ghosts are not so good against Colossi, so that's kind of like a counter to their counter of your High Templars. But, he just had all his High Templars stuck together. And when you get an EMP off like that, it's going to cost you games.
Yeah, we really need to see Protoss get a little bit better about how they're going to engage an army.
Well, they have to engage just perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that actually goes for both armies. But EMP can ruin your day quicker than you can blink Tasteless. You blink to those stalkers as quick as you want, man. Doesn't even matter.
All right.
MC.
I don't know. I mean, MC is so crippled right now. I understand and I respect the fact that he's still in the game because, he sort of has to. He has to try every possible thing that can allow him to come back, but I just don't think MC has it. Right now, 191 supply for SC, 143 for MC.
Yeah, I really wish SC was actually putting on a little bit more pressure here. I feel like he should really be up there scanning and trying to EMP and snipe off any High Templars that he can. The army of MC is just actually becoming a good army again. He had literally no army for a little bit, and SC's is so strong. If he lets MC max again, if he misses his EMPs, then MC could potentially start a comeback.
All right, we have a lot of medevacs out now. Still no Colossi in this game. MC is sticking with your standard ground army, Zealot, Archon, few Stalkers, and Templars. I do also like the fact that MC is carrying around his 3 Templars in a Warp Prism.
Yes, and he has some on the ground as well, which is fine. But having some in that Warp Prism is going to make his army so much more powerful. And, oh my god, Tasteless. We're going to see in a moment here an ultimate battle. That is a lot of Ghosts. Oh my god, that is a lot of Ghosts.
Oh man, he needs to feedback that.
And, this
feedback.
Oh, good feedback, actually.
Nice escape. This one Zealot will be picked
He's
off.
going to be trapped, though. Oh, this is actually... I don't know, Tasteless. I don't know about this. We're going to see some sick EMPs, and this army is just going to evaporate. And
oh my god, he just did that. So nice.
Ghosts are doing pretty
Snipe
well.
is so good.
And there we go. EMP's starting to go off. Those Archons with very few hit points left. There are some Storms, but a nice dodge right there. And MC just not able to connect with these very important Storms. And there you go. One more EMP, one more Storm, but is it enough? No is the answer to that. He's going to be able to out-micro this quite easily. And for MC, he's not going to come back from that.
GG. Well, SC is off to a good start.
Yep.
Collapsed lung, what?
And he can huff and puff and blow any Protoss house down.
That's right, man. This lung has a buttress. It's got pillars holding up. It can't collapse. Artosis.
Wow.
Well, you got to feel bad for MC back there. I mean, I thought we were going to see a little bit of a better game, but just you got to control your army right.
Yeah, you definitely do. But, MC did show a lot of skill that game, so if he just hadn't made that one big mistake, the game could have looked completely differently. He was actually ahead until all his Templars got EMP'd. You have to use the Warp Prism. When he started using it, it was kind of already too late, but also it got sniped, so it's like, this is bad. Oh well, that's fine. Next, we are going to see another PVT, though, Tasteless.
PVT. I love it. I'm getting more Protoss builds that I can use in the ladder. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm feeling a little under the weather, actually.
You seem a little bit under the weather.
I feel a little under the weather today. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
I forgive you.
I've been pardoned.
You've been by me.
For feeling ill.
Well, I'm the king of the nerds, so I guess that means you're set.
Are you going to knight me? Can I be your nerd knight?
Yeah, absolutely. You can sit at the head of my round table.
You get out your keyboard and go over each shoulder.
Oh, that's so funny, yeah. Each of my knights has a different weapon. Some have a keyboard sword. Some have the mouse
I have
mace.
the mouse. I have the mouse whip.
The mouse
It's got
mace,
the
man.
extra long cord.
It's got spikes coming out of the mouse.
I like that.
Right,
here we have Puzzle.
Puzzle, a very good Protoss. He has had some ups and downs. Sometimes he looks like, oh my god, are you going to show us the new way to play Protoss? And then he's had some games where it's like, what are you doing? But recently he's been playing very well.
Puzzle, one of the players I've had not had the opportunity to cast a lot of along with you. We've cast a few games of him. We hear about him more than we see him. As you can see, he's had quite a bit of success here. But this is going to be a tough group for him. Gonzi is no joke. And here is Gonzi now.
Well, Gonzi did so well last season. He continues to do well basically everywhere he goes. He's really a strong Terran, but one that people forget about a lot. In fact, he made it to the AOL Finals, I do believe, against MVP. Of course, no one beats MVP in TVT, so he lost, but second place in AOL, that's pretty good.
Yeah, MVP is actually just too good.
Yeah.
But Gonzi is a solid player. He's impressed me with his TVT and his TVP. I think he's got a good shot here.
Yeah.
You know, the Slayers guys, they are all so good. They practice so hard. It's such a treat to see these guys duke it out.
Oh, indeed. The Slayers players are some of the smartest. You know, they do a lot of really intelligent moves. You really see a deeper game understanding in their team overall. Just, you know, in general, like the average game understanding of a Slayers player seems to be higher than that of the other teams.
Though their average reality understanding might be bad if you're Coca.
That's very true.
Is Coca still on Slayers?
Technically.
Technically? All right, that may change soon. We'll see. Bell Sheer Beach is our map. Are you ready for a cheap vacation on the beach during wintertime, Artosis?
I'm
That's
ready
what
for
happens
that.
if you're the cheap guy.
It's still romantic.
You bring your girl to the beach in the winter. She goes, but it's cold. I wanted to swim. And they say, no, it's okay. We're going to hold hands from the hotel and look out the window.
That sounds great to me, man.
That sounds great.
Plenty of rest.
All right. All right. With the game is now loaded up. Puzzle up against Ganji. Head to head here at the GSL Codas. Let's go.